Hey guys, what's up? It's Sidekick Lefty here, and I'm only so on one of my characters I just created. A lot of people are telling me that it's like super odd or really hard to use and a bunch of other stuff, but I'm having a tremendous amount of fun, and I think it's actually quite easy. I'm actually using a nightblade healer, and when a lot of people hear the word nightblade in Elder Scrolls Online, they think of a stealth class, right? A critical hit, a sneaky around, like invisible stealth class. And a lot of the nightblade abilities, I can't say a lot, but a lot of them do revolve around those aspects, but I wanted to switch something up. So I want to show you some crazy thing I made, and I'm going to show you the stats and all of it. The build is not 100% complete, but it's pretty freaking close, and I'm actually really proud of it, and I think I like this more than any other healer that I've ever played. Now, I can't say that's a lot because I've only ever played 2 healers, and I've only played 2 healers in this game, but this one I think, in my opinion, for my playstyle, is a lot more interactive and fun compared to the Warden healer. I'm still saying the Warden healer is a great choice, but I'm going to break it down and show you guys why I like this one a lot. So we're actually going to go into the character features. Everything's in a Magicka, flat out. As you can see here, I have 2 different Mundus Stone effects. One's for critical healing, and the other one is for critical rating. The Shadow does increase critical damage and increase critical healing by 15%. The Thief increases your weapon and spell critical rating by 1871, alright? So if I look at my dude has his spell damage, 11,000, and spell critical, 50.5, okay? So, on a coin flip, I'm doing critical healing and critical damage. And with that coin flip, it's for overtime effects, too. So, I'm going to break in and show you guys my gear. Alright, so, in order to get 2 Mundus Stones, you have to run Twiceborn Star. Twiceborn Star gives you 3 traits, your health, your stamina, and your magicka, right? Mine has powered on it, which increases my healing down by 8%. My enchantment reduces target weapon damage and spell damage by 348 for 5 seconds when this procs on a creature, so I'm reducing the damage it's doing for 5 seconds to my team. I'm healing with healing spells by 8%. I got try buffs on with dual Mundus Stones, as I explained earlier. Back bar, same setup. Restoration Staff, exactly same setup. Now, these could be gold, and this could turn into 9%. I haven't gotten that far yet. My monster set, just for right now, this doesn't support the team too much, but I'm definitely going to switch this out for something different down the road. But right now, just for playtest and survivability, including PvP, I like this set. This is Ice Hearts. Ice Hearts is great. I got a Magicka enchantment on. I have Mundus Stone on, which affects, again, 2 Mundus Stone features. My first trait is Spell Critical, so spell anything that's magic related, you get spell heals and spell damage. Part 2, when you deal critical damage, you have 20% chance to gain a damage shield, right? So as long as I'm doing critical damage, I have a chance to gain a shield, and I trigger my frost damage to all enemies. 20% doesn't seem like it's a lot. You know, it's less than a fourth. But when I'm doing damage over time effects, that's triggering per tick, okay? So here's the Twiceborn Star Road, all Mundus Stone. Now, the thing here is I have my shoulders reduce roll and sprint by 4%. Roll and sprint, I think, is important. This probably could turn into Mundus Stone just for the extra critical value, but that's where it is right now. Again, I haven't changed it. And the legs definitely need to go Mundus Stone as well. And one other thing that ticks me off is Ordnance. The trait on this piece of jewelry is Ordnance. Ordnance just increases the sell value of it, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. But my second piece, which I didn't show you guys, my second third armor ability, right? I'm using the Combat Physician. I really like Combat Physician, and it comes in light armor. I think it's fantastic for survivability, for tough dungeons, going through vet. This is, in my experience, it's really good effects for healers. From the gate, alright, Magic Enchantment, Divines again to increase your Mundus Stone effects. Since I'm running 2, that has to be on. Right, alright, so your 2 slots are your Magicka, 1,000 additional Magicka. Part 3 and 4, Spell Critical, which includes healing, okay? And Part 5, when you critically heal yourself or an ally, you grant them, the target, a damage shield that absorbs 4,000 damage over 6 seconds, and this effect can occur every 6 seconds. So every 6 seconds, I give someone randomly on our team 5,000 extra life, right? So, we're going to break down, I'm going to show you something why this is really good. Now, my assassination has to go to 40 because one of your keys for this race, or for this setup, is this right here. This passive alone increases critical damage by 10%. Critical damage to me is not important. However, the bottom part is, dealing critical damage grants you and your group members minor savagery, increasing weapon critical rating by 1,320 for 20 seconds. That increases the DPS of everybody in our group, okay? Weapon and spell critical executioner. Whenever an enemy dies after being damaged by me, I cure my magicka or stamina, whichever one's higher. For me, it'd be magicka. So this is sustainable. If I hit someone with a light attack or heavy attack and they die within 2 seconds, I heal resource. Alright, so in the shadow, these are the moves that are insanely important, that a lot of people sleep on. Dark Veil, level 50, you get this to rank 2. Increase the duration of your non-invisibility based shadow moves by 2 seconds. Okay, Shadow Barrier. Casting a Shadow ability grants you major resolve, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 5,000 and 25% for each piece of heavy armor. Right now, I'm only at 25% because I have one piece of heavy armor. So my current duration is 7.5 seconds every time I cast a Shadow ability. Okay, Shadow ability number 1. I'm using Shadow Image. This move, hands down, is insane. It is the morph of your shade, right? It's the second morph that turns into a bow. Summon a shade version of yourself to stay in place and attack the enemy at range for 19 seconds. Okay. The shade shoots an enemy dealing 865 magic damage. The shade's attacks inflict Major Mom. Major Mom for a healer is incredibly important, and a lot of people might not understand why, but Major Mom reduces the enemy's damage done by 15%, okay? 15% damage reduction, right? The shade that's summoned can activate an ability that you teleport to your shade's location. Now, I'm going to do a dungeon after I go over this and show you why that's insanely important, alright? So, this one is another one that is incredibly important. Mass Hysteria on a healer is nutty, right? It's just nutty. Summon a Dark Spirit to terrify up to 6 enemies, causing them to cower in fear for 5 seconds. Unless they break free. Most enemies don't break free. In PvP they can, right? Lotus Fan, okay? Lotus Fan is fantastic. It's also a good DPS move, and it triggers your shields because it hits an area effect. So you flash through the sallows, so you teleport to an enemy, dealing all but 3,000 magic damage on teleportation. After teleporting, you unleash a Fan of Knives, dealing an additional 4,550 magic damage over the course of 10 seconds to the target and all nearby enemies. All enemies are hit with afflicted minor vulnerability for 10 seconds, increasing their damage taken by 10%. This move speeds up your entire team's DPS by 8%, including ticks over time, which trigger the shield from your head and shoulders. Alright, so then we're going to go to the, we're going to come over here to Bowstring Darkness. This is the ultimate I'm currently using. This ultimate's amazing. Conjure a Ring of Shadows, reducing the movement speed of enemies by 70% and granting your enemies major protection while inside the ring, and even after leaving it, reducing all damage taken by 30%. So as long as my teammate puts itself in this ring, you reduce the damage by 30%. Allies in the area can activate a Hidden Refresh Surgery, granting them invisibility and increasing their movement speed by 70% and healing them for 25,074 over 4 seconds. This is incredibly powerful, more than a lot of people give credit to. This is an insane healing move, okay? You move 70% faster, and you're invisible, and you heal for the whole team. And you reduce, and I give everyone major protection, which reduces the damage taken by 30%. If my shade's up and it's hitting the same target on the boss, I am reducing the damage from my enemies by 45%. That's crazy. For 18 seconds, it's 30. It's nuts. It's great. Zap Essence. This is an insanely fun spike heal that heals your entire teammate, or your whole party of people around you. Siphon the vigor from your enemy's blood, dealing 3,673, right? 3,673 magic damage to all nearby enemies, and healing you and your allies for 1,597 plus 20% for each enemy hit. That's a spike heal depending on how big the group is, and it is phenomenal to set your tank up with this, right? You jump on the dude that's hitting the tank, or the group of enemies that your tank has pulled together, you heal yourself and the tank, and everyone around you takes mad damage, alright? Do not sleep on Zap Essence for a healer. So the rotation's really simple. I'm going to explain this, and then I'm going to show you in a dungeon. The first thing you do is Shadow Image. You throw shade down, you jump on dudes, right? All dudes take damage. Mass Hysteria, all dudes are now feared. Zap Essence, you and tank are now healed. Teleport back to shade. If you want to increase the magic steal and do damage and cripple dudes, this is where it's at. Debliterate. Zap an enemy's agility and whack them with pain, dealing 7,000 magic damage over 10 seconds. That is poop. But the things I like about this is you reduce their movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. For a healer, if the enemy cannot touch you, you don't have to heal. If the enemy can't touch you, you don't have to heal. If you can dodge arrows and attacks because your walking pace is faster than their attack pace, you don't have to heal. Alright, so at the bottom, while the effect persists, the enemy is affected with major magic steal, causing you and allies to restore 300 magicka every 1 second while damaging them. The duration of this is 10 seconds, so you get 3,000, everyone around you gets 3,000 magicka every second, just zapping their magicka. Alright guys, so we're going to switch to the healing bar. Okay, healing bar's sick, and a lot of people sleep on it. Healing bar is pretty good. Okay, so mark target. This is designed to speed up your teammate's damage. End of story. If no one in your party is running this, this is what's on. Can it be replaced? Yes. Is it staying here right now? Yes. And this is why. Expose enemies' weakness, afflicting them with major fracture and major breach, reducing their physical and spell resistance by 5,000 for 20 seconds. When the marked enemy dies, you heal for 10,000. This portions off ability scales off your maximum life. If I cast this on somebody, they die, I heal. Right? I stay alive. Cool. More life I can heal with. Okay, this isn't even morphed yet. It just gets better after I morph it. Alright, Refreshing Path. This is going to be my PvP saver, and I'll explain that when this morphs. Alright, so Refreshing Path. Dude, this is your bread and butter for any healer. period. Bread and butter. Alright, so instantaneous cast. Area, target, ground. Area 17 by 7 meters. So it's decent. Duration 12 seconds, so it lasts a decent time too. The cast is 3k Magico, which really isn't that much. This move is fantastic, and a lot of people, I think, sleep on it. So you create a corridor of shadows, granting you and allies an area major expedition, increasing movement speed by 30%. This effect persists for 4 seconds after leaving the path. So as long as they're in this path running straight, right, they get increased movement speed for 30 seconds. So as long as they're going back and forth or left and right, or running in circles but hitting that path every 4 seconds, this effect's happening, right, for 12 seconds. Heals, the bottom, is the thing that's nutty, right? The duration of this move lasts 12 seconds. Heals 1,688 health to you and nearby allies in area every second. This move's fantastic. End of story. So for 12 seconds, you get a tick of 1,688 health for you and allies. And you're running mad fast, dodging attacks. This is a spike heal that is fantastic, and a lot of people sleep on it. This move is nutty, dude. Nutty. Alright, so you sacrifice 3,000 of your own life. Oh wait, it doesn't even cast. I don't need Magicka to heal my teammates. 1, right? Period. Fantastic. And all my boos heal. So the life I sacrifice is nothing. Sacrifice your life essence, healing an ally in front of you for 9,000 health. Spike heal, right? 9,000 from the gate. But draining your own health over 8 seconds. While your health is being drained, you gain major mending, or minor mending, increasing healing done by 8%. So for 8 seconds, my healing just increases to 8%. Quick siphoning. Now, I like this move. These two, to me, are bread and butter. This is oh shit spike heal. This one's always going to be active. Quick siphoning. Focus your staff power to apply minor lifesteal to an enemy for 30 seconds. So pretty much you hit the boss. Alright. Healing you and your allies for 784 every 1 second while damaging them. Okay, so for 30 seconds, this is up, dude. When this is up, when you or an ally hits the target, they gain minor expedition, which increases their movement speed by 10% for 4 seconds, dude. So when my teammate hits the boss, they get to move 10% faster for 4 seconds every time they hit the boss. So if we do our math correct here, here's 30% faster. Here's 10% faster. That's 40% faster my team's moving. If I activate Bowstring Darkness, hey, guess what? There's a 110% speed boost. Walking, running, or in stealth. And you're healing with every one of those moves. Dude, like, this is fantastic. This alone, this is incredible stuff, man. I love it. Okay, so R1 back bar, or main healing bar, right? Share your staff's life-giving energy, healing you and up to 3 other nearby allies for 17,000 over 10 seconds. Guys, that's like 1,100 a second from a whole team, constant, and it costs 12,000 magic. It's not a lot. Soul Tether. Now, Soul Tether, I'm going back and forth between this one and the other one. The reason I like this one, even though I know this is the tank's job, I think I like this one more. So how this works is ravage nearby enemies' souls with a night rune, dealing 7,000 magic damage and healing for half the damage and stunning them for 4 seconds. So I pop this, enemies are stunned for 4 seconds, I'm healing half. The cool thing about this is, they're stunned, so the enemies aren't hitting you, or your team, right? So, bottom ability, ravage the enemy's tether to you for 8 seconds. While they remain within 10 meters, you siphon 1,274 life from them, alright? So, ravage enemies, they are tethered to you. So I hit this, and everybody within 10 meters gets pulled to me, right? And I heal from all of them, and they're all pulled to me and stunned. An ally target can ravage enemies and activate the soul leech synergy, dealing 6,000 magic damage to them and healing them for the damage caused. So this heals them for 6,000, dude. All my teams can synergize this move. This is incredible, right? Now the only thing that I might switch out, but I don't think I'll need, I might take out this move right here. I like this move, but I'm thinking about taking this move out and putting orbs in when I get orbs. Other than that, I think this is set. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go queue up for a dungeon, and I'm going to show you guys what this bad boy can do. I'm really hoping you get to see the full fight of this, right? Dark Shade Caverns. Oh, okay, I get my quest reward. What's the pledge today? Handle more. Elden Hollow. I don't need anything there, but, you know, it's still 2 keys and 20 undons. Which is fantastic. Crypt of Hearts is dead, restoring order. 2 undons cracks. Collect it. Undaunted. Then invoke the scroll. Well fallen. Undaunted. Alright. Rad. That's pretty rad. Mark target can now be morphed. Okay, so when I say this is PvP related, an ability has been increased the duration. You can see the target if they stealth or are invisible. This alone has, as I said, this has PvP written all over it. You can't hide from me. And your armor's broken, right? That's crazy. Reaper's Mark. If the mark enemy dies, you heal for more and gain major berserk, increasing your damage done. I don't need that at all. The healing for more is cool, but I think that's more designed for a DPS class, because if it gave my whole party minor, then yeah, sweet. But I want piercing. I don't, because I said I take this guy into PvP too, and if I can get an enemy not to be able to be hidden in PvP, it's great. So there's that. I'm actually gonna come down here and see if my... Alright, so my endurance didn't hit 5. After these 2 dungeons, I'm getting orbs, and we're gonna be set, man. Okay, dexterity. Dexterity increases your weapon critical rating for each piece. I could use these. Increases your stamina recovery, and I could use these, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. What I need is this. This move, the circle protection is fantastic. I actually have to get my fighter's guild rank up. It sucks because these 2 dungeons don't have... Well, Daedra might be in the 1. But this move has to go on. You brand the Earth's location in a rune of protection for 17 seconds. You and allies in the area gain minor protection and minor endurance, reducing the damage taken by 8% and increasing your stamina recovery by 10%. I don't use stamina, tanks do. Keep the tank alive, makes your job easier, right? Period. Okay, so we're gonna throw ourselves in a dungeon, and I'm praying to God. It's gonna be quick. So Del Fallen was one. I'm here, it's weird. Picking up, healed. Champion point. No one's dying, dude. Here again. That's so irritating. My fear is like, here again. I'm up here. Not gonna work. Hurt me. I feel one on me. Take it. Twist shake. Doing pretty solid, man. Doing real good. Just gonna jump. 2 DPS in. Heal up. In case. I don't know why I'm not attacking. Just so you can see it. Drop. Oh my god, I got cleared 3 times. That was a bit ridiculous, I would have to say. Incredibly ridiculous. Dragon Lady is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. But we ain't dying. Yeah, keep moving towards me, man. Keep moving towards me. Keep moving towards me. Perfect. Jump on head. Hit circle. Does die. Still healing. Got her. That was a little obnoxious. But, again, like I said, we still... Like, we're doing good, man. Now, I know my face is in front of the life, so I'm actually gonna pull myself down here. I thought it'd be in the way. Give me a second, I'm moving things. There we go, here's the camera. So you can actually see how far my life drops. And to be honest, I haven't had this spike heal. Anybody, since this entire play. Oh. As you see, it's working, man. Like, this is incredible. This is fun. It's unique. It's not what everyone says, oh man, you know, right? Like, no one wants to do nightblade for stealth. But I think a lot of it more or less has to come through the fact that, you know, a lot of it has to come through the fact that, like, it's Elder Scrolls Online, you know? And you can do what you want if you're smart enough. And that's why, like, PvP always changes. Right? PvP in Elder Scrolls Online always changes. It always does. And the reason for that? Oh, dude, I let someone die. I let 2 people die. Shit. Yeah, I can get distracted, right? These guys are tanking all of this, right? Oh, I died. Right? No one taking this, actually. I do have to try. Like, this isn't this is the trying build here. Like, you gotta try. Oh, God, come on. White out, white out. There we go. Get some heals up. I think the tank honestly pulled too much, to be honest with you. I think the tank just pulled too much. And that happens, man. Like, there's like 5 groups of dudes right there. Like, that's rough, man. I'm sure you are hurt. We also gotta kill this healer. Like, the healers are obnoxiously... Yeah, the tank is pulling entirely too much. I need aid! And staying within the portals ain't no joke either. This wasn't even, like, this wasn't fair. The dude just kept coming. You don't need a fear. Hey, now I need to. Get a jump on. Yeah, as soon as we walked through the portal, we were fine. So that was our fault, right? Alright, so that was a lot. Like, dude, that was like 35 dudes. 1 veteran. And the tank didn't die. Alright, so the Daedric realm. What do we got going on here, man? Is this Big Dragon, or is this the guy before the dragon? Oh, no. Big Dragon's gonna be tough. That one, I'll be surprised if we don't die. But I don't think it's Big Dragon. It's this dude. This guy's ridiculous. I don't like this dude. This dude's rough. He's real rough. There's a weird mechanic, and most of my team knows about it. I'm not on my headset to let him know. Good deploy. Share face. There you are. I gotta get in this road with guys right here. Like, as long as I stay here and heal up, should be fine. I'm gonna some hook him. Alright, sorry. see how, like, this guy's making the life drain drastically? But, like, we're doing it right now, dude. Like, we are doing it. The heals are freaking working, bro. Like, good. The heals are working. Got him, dude. We healed through that.